We just listen to wind.
We just been soaking.
When wind meets fire.
When wind meets fire, elevation.
Guys, quick question. First one was church being the trend. What was the second one?
You didn't say it.
I did.
He did. He said it.
1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4, 5. It's gonna come to me now. Weddings be the trend. No, it's weird, right? So we obviously, when I was younger, right, I used to see some people the age that I'm at right now go to I know one guy specifically. He was at every wedding. He was always wearing a suit every other weekend. So he's always at weddings. I was thinking, like,
you don't know that many people.
I don't know. Yeah. Do you know how many people? How you always getting where are these weddings happening? And I was like, and then I thought about it. I think maybe someone even gave me a better perspective that he's at the age where all his friends are getting married. So I always thought that when I get to a certain age, all people around me will be getting married. And I think it's happening definitely. Yeah. But there is definitely something in the air. There is something in the air, bro. 2024. There's something in the air.
You know what's funny?
I don't care.
Yeah, I know there's two guys, one guy Fola and Keston, they got married on the same weekend.
Keston
is married.
Oh, okay, that was a couple weeks ago.
That was a couple of weeks ago. He got married.
Keston, the rapper, is married.
Yeah. Oh. He got
His brothers get married today. His brothers getting married today.
It's a family thing.
What is going on?
Everybody, they get married.
When is it on?
We're building up, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Do you know what I genuinely think it is, yeah? I think Snow did it, and then everyone was like, what? Let's go for it.
You reckon I was a trigger? I don't think I was a trigger.
I think you're a trigger. I think what you did is you trigger pressed. So you were the trigger point. And then I think I just, said, let's go. It's when I did the water march, that engagement in March.
Let's go forth.
And then
snowball effect.
And then snowball effects. I'm trying to see who was Habib got flipping engaged 2 months ago, bro.
Has it been 2 months?
No, it's probably
we're on tour, bro. We're on tour now.
Oh yeah, it was.
No, July, bro.
It was. Man, time is flying, man. What's going on?
No. This year is running.
2 months.
It's running.
Habib got engaged.
Time is flying, man.
Ope got engaged. Bro, everybody engaged.
Forgot.
And that's just for 4 or 5 names, bro. People are getting married as well. Bro, every other weekend is a wedding, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's in the air, boys? Talk about it. And girls.
I don't know. I don't know anybody.
I don't know what's in the air.
Something's in the air, bro.
Love, apparently.
Love.
It's that age as well, I think. I think that's the answer. It's just the age.
You think it's the age?
Because
that 27, 30,
damn near
35.
pushing.
Yeah, that's true.
Boys, but damn near pushing 30.
Hey, man, shut up, man.
Is it a revolution?
But I actually want to ask a question. It's adjacent to what we're talking about, right? So obviously, a lot of us, we know our parents' generation. We know a lot of people that I'm like, y'all should never have gone married.
Yeah.
Y'all should never have gone married.
Yeah.
Y'all should never have gone married. Now the issue is they were once our age making this decision. Do you think a lot of people are making the same decision now in terms of letting pressure get to them and be like, yeah, let me just get married, let me just say yes, or let me propose to her?
I think it's different. I think the bug.
I think we know better. Our
I
generation
think
know better.
You think so?
I think our generation know better.
I think we know better, but we don't as well at the same time. So here's why I say that. Our parents, I genuinely think it was pressure. And there's a couple things. Let's get to Ilu Oyibo. Let's first get to Ireland, right? Whoever I get with, my mom, the way my dad got my mom was a couple letters, bro. All he said to her was a couple good handwriting letters in English.
But do you know
my mom was swayed.
What would be the equivalent today, though?
Steez. I don't know. I think now we have less tolerance for bull. So if we go,
or people hiding it better.
People are hiding it better.
Yeah.
People are hiding this really well.
Do people still cheat?
Oh. Do people still cheat?
I don't know.
I don't marry men.
You know what? I don't know. I'm not that kind of man.
I know a couple people have been married this year. This year, 24,
and that cheating.
they cheat. What are you talking
That's
about?
crazy, man.
You talking
No,
about?
okay, so the reason why I asked that question is...
Yeah.
You remember the one?
Yeah.
So the reason why I asked that question is because I've seen a couple people, I'm like, you guys have been going strong for a while. He's probably going to propose soon.
Yeah.
I personally don't think he should. Because y'all, like, this should, in my humble opinion, from the outside looking in, this should not go past this point. If, in fact, end it now. Cut your losses, so at least you can find somebody else.
You know what? I hear what you're saying.
But then you know when you've been with someone for like 4 or 5 years,
You might as well.
you might as well just follow through, man.
But that's the problem.
Oh, you might
some people can't take the loss,
going
though.
back to ask
I
girls
know,
what's your favorite color. What do you like to do in your free
But the
time?
issue is, okay, you're 25,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You hope to live to what, 80?
Yeah.
Add the numbers yourself.
Give me some more.
Now I'm not tied to you legally,
I know.
and spiritually, and familiarly for life. And then children.
But tell
that's
me,
it.
life is hard to start again, man. Like deep, how many things do you actually start again?
I hear
How
you.
bad is it as well, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how bad is it to start again?
Divorce is an option.
See,
I'm just talking as a child of divorcees. It's an option. It's an option.
Do you know what? You see that divorce thing, yeah? For me, obviously, if you had the know-how beforehand, you would break up. That divorce thing, yeah, for me, it's unless it was really, really bad in terms of like, okay. For girls, like, we always know why they would want to divorce a man. It's either physical abuse, emotional abuse, or cheating. Yeah. Those are the sort of main
I even
ones.
think like to divorce a man because of cheating is a bit childish.
Yo, also clip that. If you're brave.
Nah, you say, I'm not clipping that. So that they're not saying it looks like the time. no, I'm not. Because you say for better for worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but then it's about now. Okay, hear me. It's about now. Like cheating to someone else might be deep.
Yeah.
And then some like abuse to someone else might not be as deep as cheating.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's a perspective as well, because from my perspective, cheating is not as deep as abuse.
Abuse. Okay, can we revisit that in a second?
Cheating can be used as a form of abuse.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but wait, the kind of cheating I'm talking about is just that like one night stand kind of cheating, one and done kind of cheating.
not affair.
Okay. Affair is different.
It's different,
Wait, can we revisit this in a second? I was going somewhere.
Sorry.
As like, so for women, that's usually the thing.
Yeah.
For a man, what's your reason?
Cheating, bro.
No. Okay.
sorry.
Cheating.
For divorce.
Affair.
What's your like as a fan? Yeah. Why are you divorcing a woman?
Okay, wait.
Why?
I actually don't think I would divorce if she cheated.
No.
I don't think so.
Let me explain. So I watch.
I think you have tougher skin.
No, there's a YouTube guy. His name is Dr. Deloney. He's a psychologist. So he gets people calling in and kind of raising their issues.
Yeah.
This man calls and goes, "My wife has been cheating on me for a long time."
Yeah.
He's the one that usually cooks at home.
Okay.
Right?
So
he gets home one night and he goes, "Darling, have you eaten?" She goes, "No, but I'm not hungry." He goes to the bin, sees disposable plates.
Hi.
She's eating with her neighbor. The
Hi.
guy that she's cheating with. She's eating with him and she threw the plates inside the house bin so he can see it. I'm sorry, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Also, she wanted to get
You're having
caught.
dinner with another
She wanted to
man
get caught. She wanted
in
to get
our
caught.
house.
But is it just dinner? Or was it like dinner?
Man, they're next door neighbors,
They chop?
they've been cheating.
The chop, yeah.
Bro,
But like,
they've been cheating.
okay. So say by
Affair.
by an affair, why are you divorcing your wife? If you
Because like you made a vow, you say for better or for worse.
yeah.
But what is worse?
You don't know what that
But,
worse
like,
is. That
say-
worse could be anything.
Abuse.
Say
Abuse.
Yeah. Oh, what type of abuse? Like
if-
verbal abuse,
like-
diddery, everybody. Like, bro, man up. Like, don't divorce your wife because you
But
diddery.
the problem is you don't like. It's easy to say, right?
Breaking me down everyone.
Bro, every morning for 5
Making
years.
my self-esteem.
Idiot.
When I walk
You're
on,
a useless
when I walk on
man.
the road, my head is down.
No self-esteem. No self-esteem. Bro.
I'm timid now.
People like Tommy has changed. Mine changed you. No way.
Yeah,
No,
so
all physical abuse. Like if your wife just no,
your wife just hitting you.
your wife just like, what do you want? Just shut up.
Nah, there's a problem with me. She can just beat me anyhow.
Yeah, there is.
And I'm just saying for me personally. I'm not talking about outside.
You haven't met somebody with audacity. You're saying that because the people you met have a sense of respect.
Yeah.
Some people are disrespectful, bro. They don't care who you are.
Yeah. But I'm still on that fact that you made a vow. Like a lot of people go into marriage not knowing what it is as well. A lot of people go into marriage thinking that, okay, if things get bad, I can leave.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't really be like that.
I agree. I think, God forbid, if my wife one day lost control and hit me, right? If she lost a bit of control and hit me,
Yeah.
I don't, like, my first...
Most time, I don't think so.
Yeah, but my first, reaction wouldn't be like... I'd be definitely shocked, but I wouldn't... It wouldn't be like a red flag in a sense. It just, for me, I'll just be like...
Curious, why?
Talk to me about what got you to
happened?
here. Because this is definitely not you.
What's been building to this?
Yeah, what's been building to this stage.
100%.
If it got to a stage of... Honestly, this is why I actually agree with Snow. The whole vow thing. And this is all a one-time thing. If I found out that she was talking to somebody else or she was even planning... I can't even go as far as cheating, but say she was planning on that thing, and I found out somehow, I would really... Before I would be annoyed and hurt, I'd be very curious.
Yeah.
Let me just know how we got here. And if because I probably have a part to play in this. Because I can't, my thing is I can't assume
Do you know what?
immediately that you just would go and do that thing.
Do you know what it is? I commend that mentality. And I believe the mentality. I agree with you. But it's just wild to me that you will step out. I know I have a part to play to some degree, but it's just wild. You are the one that stepped out, but someone is connected to me. Do you know what I mean?
Because of the type of person you are.
What does that mean?
For me,
Yeah.
It's or for a man, it's a different ball game as to why we cheat. I think. Does that make sense?
What is it? I'm trying to understand here. So this is good.
So
Why
you're
men?
saying most times, I guess the general consensus is men cheat for genuine, generally for physical needs.
Yeah, bro. Like for example,
And then if your wife cheats on you, it's
Mental.
I just think it's
Emotional.
deeper. Personally, I think it's deeper, and I'm talking about our type of women, bro. Does that make sense? If it was,
okay.
if she's cheating, she's a cheater.
Yeah.
You're a dog. As for our type of women, what would get you there?
You see, my problem is, right, and that is why I have the stance I have.
Yeah.
For our type of woman, what got you there? That you made the decision, I will act rather than speak to.
Okay. So cool.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I got you. Right. So say. Let's use an example, right? You're on tour, you're playing drums.
Yeah.
You're gone for 3 months.
Yeah.
Right?
First time is there now.
No, yeah, cool.
I've heard that people buy toys that
work in process.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
That is on an app.
Yeah, on an app.
The vibe?
Oh yeah, on the vibe.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Jesus.
From a different country.
There's things, bro.
On the,
No, you just turn it on.
First time. Just press the button.
Randomly.
Yeah, familiar with this.
I read books.
Wow, technology is really going up.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, but there's ways around it.
But like, say you don't have this, whatever it is, you're all the way across, you're in Australia, you're 8 hours ahead or something,
Yeah.
wherever it is. She also is not just sitting around doing nothing, she's quite busy, right? So, somehow you've not been in much contact. Yeah, you're in contact, but not much contact.
And Michael is just there.
Right. For example, Michael that has been her childhood friend, that's always liked her, but hasn't ever, really made that
He's
move.
just waiting on the sidelines for his chance. He's warming up.
He's really opening the gates.
Guys, are you hot? Is anyone feeling hot? I'm getting hot on the phone.
Michael's just there, bro. Man's just consoling her because she's like, she's been down recently, she's been lonely, whatever. He's bringing her food, he's sorting her out, whatever it is. And one vulnerable night like this, say she was angry at you because you hadn't reached out in a couple of days, and you were like, babe, I'm busy. Like, don't you understand? Like, I'm trying to make money for us, blah, blah, blah. And she vexed that night. Michael was just on the sideline.
And Michael just came and goes, oh, I see your mood is off.
Your mood is off.
I bought you a bottle of wine.
Some chocolate.
You seem a bit tense.
Let me rub it
Yeah,
out.
rub your shoulders. So Michael helps her with the shoulder thing.
And helps her with.
And he helps her out eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, and she's like, what the hell happened? You know,
Yeah.
you come home, right? You're like, actually tells you, babe, here's what happened. This, like, she's devastated at the fact that this happened. But she tells you that this has happened.
Yeah.
What's your reaction?
Quit your job, we are going on tour together. You've clearly showed me that you can't be alone. I can't leave you alone.
Unsupervised.
I can't leave you alone.
Lock my
But listen, I'll stick you on a leash.
So what you doing?
I'll probably cry.
Yeah, that's
really
painful.
It hurts.
What would you do?
I probably cry too.
Yeah, it's painful.
I probably like block you for like 2 weeks though. I won't want to talk to you for a while.
Yeah.
And then cry in my corner. And then when I'm ready to talk, I'll talk.
Yeah. I would genuinely come home and I would definitely I'd be so devastated. I think it will break me, but I don't think it'll break.
The relationship.
The bond.
Yeah, I don't think I
connection.
would
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just.
But then what would you do to repair?
It will take a lot to repair it. It will take it would be such a long journey of repair.
And the
reparation.
thing about repair as well, talking Carl Lentz and his wife.
Yeah.
And so obviously he cheated on his wife and stuff. And
he was a fair.
affair. Proper.
Like baby mamas and stuff.
No, the kids, but just out there,
Jeez.
yeah. And it's just I like the whole thing of like the onus to actually repair is on the cheater.
Yeah, on the cheater.
Like
yeah.
you need to overdo. And then also like I think in response you can't then punish.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like,
The person reacts.
Yeah.
Why are you going out? And,
yeah, you can't like you've given me a reason to not trust. I don't trust now, so we need to work our way back to trust.
Trust, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like what Snow was saying, right? When we make those vows, there's a possibility of a journey back to trust, but I feel like people that journey is so tedious. It's so difficult that people don't want to go on that journey back to like repair something that someone broke. And again, like this isn't justifying cheating or anything, but your partners, like some people will never experience cheating, but some people will experience some things that broke trust. And
what if your partner empties out the family accounts for some stupid business plan?
Yeah.
Or gambling or things of that nature.
You know,
like, it's not cheating.
It's not cheating, but
like,
you
you still can't trust him now.
Yeah.
It's like
and that's what takes people. That's what takes people. Catches people off guard. Like because people think, as long as he doesn't cheat, as long as he doesn't abuse me physically, verbally,
there's a world of things that
there's a world of things this guy could do that would hurt you.
Yeah.
You know, because you look at some couples and they say we've been through ups and downs, and you're like, oh, you automatically think they cheat. No, some of those ups and downs are not cheating. Some of them are severe financial issues.
Yeah, most of the time. People are struggling.
What do you mean, bro?
That's
severe, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? When they didn't know what to do, they were going to move back to the parents' house. That type of vibe.
That's definitely a down.
That's bro. Do you know what I mean? So I think when people don't look at marriage holistically, and we always look from the lens of if he does this or if she does this, I'm gone. I think it's such a narrow-minded way of looking at marriage.
It's the illusion of choice.
Say again?
The illusion of choice.
Okay.
Everyone thinks they can get someone better or get somebody again.
Yeah.
Social media makes you feel that way.
The dating apps as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just the endless swipe.
Right, you're right.
Like you don't get to the end.
Yeah, you never get.
So if I don't get to the end, that means there's somebody
there I've not yet clicked.
They haven't clicked on.
Yeah.
That's why it was faster for our parents as well, because there's nothing there.
Yeah,
the village.
No, there's 3 eligible people here. There's a 33% chance that you make. Do you know what I mean?
Like, I was even thinking. I was talking to somebody about dating. 2 people. So I'll tell you the second one last. So I was talking to this guy about dating. I said to him, I goes, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's always gonna be girls everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You have to literally make the decision that the girl you're with is the best, and nobody else can compare to this girl. And you know, like that's actually a reality. like when you live that thing, if that makes sense to you, like you know when you're with your girl, or not even if not with your girl, you see another girl, and you're like, sheesh, that other girl is top 10, and then you talk to the other girl, and she's smart, she loves God,
all these
and you're like,
things.
whoa, and then it's like flip, that's a good girl there, but then you think about your girl, and you're like, there's 10 reasons why I'm with my girl and not this one, because she just isn't my girl. Does that make sense? Like it's not like oh, my girl's smarter than her. No, it's just you're just not my girl. I said, bro,
Like, I want what's mine. Like it.
yeah. I said to my bro, I said, bro, this is not my actual brother. One of the guys I was talking to. I goes, bro, you have to be happy with your girl.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna always see girls.
Contentment.
Be happy with your girl and like be so happy the fact that she's yours, but she's also there's no other person like this one.
Exactly.
Because if you leave her for this better one, quote unquote, you enjoy that one for like 3 years. And then there's gonna be somebody better that comes. And you're gonna want to go to that next better thing. So be happy. Because throughout your life you will see many different. Many different. The second guy I was talking to, which maybe we can go into is guys in this generation. I think COVID really made a lot of guys wimps.
In what sense?
Go and ask a girl out, bro.
Yeah.
I like you. What's the story?
I wouldn't say wimps, though. I think it's a confidence thing.
Wimps, no?
I'm just changing the word confident.
But like on the other side as well is like there's mixed messaging.
And then as well, people are scared that they won't like women. They'll be called out for harassing women and all that kind of stuff as well.
So
But there's a way to do it where you can't be called out for harassment.
But the fear makes
How
them
do I
not
know
do it,
if my way is the right way?
Exactly.
You know though, you know. Like Tommy, just go to the bay.
Hey, what are you saying? I actually...
Hold on. Wait,
I'm talking from a mature perspective, bro.
I understand what you're saying.
Go to the... Like, as I'm not talking about you have seen her on the street and then you just like go to talk to her. I'm saying you guys have been texting, right? Go and you like her.
Yeah.
But she just know you like her. Bro, tell her you like her. I don't know where the mixed messaging is there, bro.
We're talking about different
Go on.
things.
I like you. I would like to take you out. Be straight.
Okay.
And if she says no, she says
She
no.
just, and you know when you start, move on.
Fear
And you move
rejection
on.
as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I get it.
I thought you were talking about like actually physically approaching people.
Like at a bar or something.
Yeah.
I don't think you should approach somebody and ask them out the first time you see them.
Yeah, but
It's weird as
yeah,
well.
it is weird. But because like so there's mixed messaging online. Men don't approach women basically. Don't approach us. Don't talk to us in public.
Yeah.
And then there's also but guys don't walk up to us and talk to us anymore.
Yeah.
Did you get, like those are the two overarching messages online. So people are just like lads are just like, here, I don't know what you want me to do. Literally.
I won't lie to you. Yeah, if I was single, I would. I'm saying this from the perspective of, I went to go and get my girl, but I knew what I wanted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I knew that this is what I want, so I let her know this is the gig here. But if I was single today, maybe my position is a bit different. I actually wouldn't take my own advice. I wouldn't go out and say I like the reason. No, the reason being is because
It's a different world.
no. If you say no, yeah, and I go to the next one and she says no, and I go to this one, these two cannot tell this one that he always asks us out. That's a problem. That's what, my name is in jeopardy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Image.
You see that desperate.
You have to be sure.
Yeah.
you.
But I do think there's probably a confidence issue.
It's a confidence
these
thing.
Generally,
days.
yeah.
Especially with some staying at home. And people don't know how to talk to each other anymore.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
Literally.
Let alone going out with someone, which is even more.
Even me, like, I don't like the idea of speaking to people in person. I don't like. Just leave me alone, please. Like,
That's why the whole idea of starting again, I hate it, man.
Yeah.
it's tough.
Like if you've been with someone for 4 or 5 years and the issue arises, man, just fix it,
Firm
man.
it, bro, innit? Firm it.
Try and fix it.
Is there anything for better or for worse?
And if you can't fix it, man, firm it.
Yeah. It's like
This is your cost to carry.
bro, it's like John's car, bro. John's car, yeah. This guy called John, right? His car This guy got John there. John's car is at the stage where you know the lights I used to show. Yeah, different lights are on now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, different lights.
Emojis.
Different emojis are on now for
Yeah.
John's car. John's tires giving up. John's like engine is giving up.
Yeah.
Well,
On his last legs.
it's on this last couple of legs, and we want to. I pronounce over that car. Oh God! Because I realize it's part of this.
Pronounce life.
John pronounces life over his car, saying that car will last at least 6 more months because. It just goes to that idea of, bro, it's John is stuck with that thing, right? And he's trying to fix it several times, but at this stage now he just has to live with it until it dies.
Until it fades away.
Until it fades away, bro.
You're just nursing it.
Yeah, just nurse it. But yeah, I do think in relationships specifically, we have, as much as some guys I feel like have become more sort of scared to become leaders and step into the leadership role, I think generally we opt out too quickly because the option is that you can is there. You know, you can always get, as you said, you can get somebody better or you can start again. And it's like that comes with a lot of baggage. I genuinely think our generation of people who are married, although I don't want to be the one to say this thing, but I genuinely think that there's gonna be a lot of there's not gonna be a lot of divorces or splits because it's such a habit now. You know, when someone does something, even if it's 10 years, just drop out. So I mean, we're our parents, they went through hell and back for life. Yeah. So that's and you look at the woman like, why are you sticking with this man? It's my husband.
Yeah, I made a decision.
Do
you know what? Sorry, on the vows you were saying, I think words don't mean as much to us as they did to the older generation. No. People just say random things now.
No, they bro, they didn't even see it as words, but they saw it as a covenant, bro.
Exactly.
That's what they saw. It's a contract.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Like literally.
Us, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I won't be surprised about the amount of people who are just I'm happy. Like they romanticize weddings and marriages, and you've completely forgotten about the flip side of this thing. Like you're dealing with another human being that you're stuck to for the rest of your life.
But I think one thing in our generation is that I think in general people don't know themselves enough to commit to something.
Yeah.
So they want to find the perfect person.
Yeah.
But have you found yourself? If you get what I mean? Have you really reflected on how you react to conflict, how you react to when someone is angry, when someone is not at their best, and things like that. So I think we kind of want to just give up easily, you know?
People on the
because we don't know ourselves.
They don't even know what do you like. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know what you like?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's you. I'm asking you about you.
What's your appetite right now?
What are you feeling like?
What are you feeling like? No, you're so right. I feel like being in a relationship for a long time there's pros and cons. Ideally, I would be married earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Age?
I'm 27 now. I would have been married 25.
Damn.
I don't know that.
Like as in history.
I'm like 34 is a great age to get married.
Sister, wake up, they be tasties.
I'm 25, your brain is not even fully developed.
It doesn't matter.
30 is when I get married. I'm still young,
Really?
I'm still soft, babe.
No, I think the reason I say that is because I was sure. Does that make sense? There's a difference between being sure and being ready, but I don't ever think you'll get ready. If that makes sense.
Readiness is an illusion.
Ready is after you start.
Yeah, you know. So I feel like if I was to do everything again, I'll just do quicker. But the benefit of a longer relationship is that sort of romanticized idea of both of us has completely died down. We now know, of course I don't know her fully, but we now know each other's sort of, to an extent of course, each other's good side and bad side.
Okay.
And
so you're getting married sober-minded in a sense.
Sober-minded.
Yeah.
It's like love isn't like the main thing. It's like you're a great partner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
friend.
exactly. So Yeah, that's a massive thing.
If you are just boyfriend and girlfriend, but yeah, there's no friendship there, there's no laughter there, you can't have fun together, bro.
That's underrated.
It's gonna fade away, man.
People don't talk about that.
Remember we were saying it before. Like majority of life is mundane.
Yeah.
Social media showed us highlights, so we see multiple people's highlights that they're showing, and we think that that's their everyday lives. Bro, listen. Come Monday, I have to wake up at 9. You need to you need to get to work for 9. I'm getting to work for 10. Let's decide now when you're going to wake up because I don't want your alarm to disturb mine.
Those little things.
Bro.
Yeah.
Do you put the cap on the toothpaste or not?
Yeah. Do you put the door open or closed?
Or closed. Do you press the toothpaste from the middle or from the bottom?
Put down the toilet seat.
You put on the toilet seat.
Bro, and that's majority of life.
Yeah. You're so right.
Bro, you're doing 3 holidays a year. Oh.
Yeah, that's
good.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Okay, 21 days out of the year. Let's say you do 3 7-day holidays. 21 days are for enjoyment.
Yeah.
What about the rest?
Yeah. That's what I think. I don't think people think. That's what I said. I don't think people are thinking that level of the thing.
And do you think people should get? I'm a huge proponent of people getting marriage counseling before they ever get married. People just bop in to do it. I'm like, what are you doing?
But marriage counseling makes you aware, right? It makes you aware,
which is needed.
Which is so needed. I think there's that half of marriage counseling that makes you say, okay, geez, this is not like I should expect something different that I've been thinking of. Yeah, like there's going to be the romanticized times where we're walking in the park together, we're skipping and the leaves, dancing in the rain. Yeah. You get home and it's like, oh babe, what do you want?
What dancing in the rain? You're mad if you're dancing in the rain. You're mad. You've gone crazy. If I ever catch one of you dancing in the rain,
I'm not gonna lie to you. You might catch me. You know me. You know me, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're mad.
You've done it.
Like, if the setting is right, I might do it too. I might do it too.
Dancing in the rain.
Set up the camera.
I'm gonna do a whole Chris Brown thing with the missus, bro.
Wake up with a cold, bro.
No, but like I think the whole idea, right, of that friendship thing is necessary. So as much as you could be aware of all the stuff that's coming up, right? If you're lovers, lovers and friends, I think you're supposed to be both, but they're separate things. If you're lovers, there's a lot of attraction there. There's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of like, it's just us, like what we can give to each other and take from each other at this moment of time, and how we can connect. That's like the lover aspect of it. But the friendship aspect of it,
I want you to be good.
Is, bro, that will survive through like the worst things. Lovers, after we have finished loving,
done.
One life friendship. So you may not even have the capacity to be doing loving.
Exactly.
The bill is due, please.
There's so many couples that they're in love but they're not friends.
They're not
friends.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They would not hang around with each other.
And then eventually grow up to hate each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why you hear women say, "Oh, I actually think men hate us." We don't hate you. We just loved you. We loved
the former you.
And I've heard that a million times that you will change so many times in your marriage.
Yeah.
You will grow to
mentally, emotionally, everything will change.
So many different
versions.
versions.
Because you evolve as a human being. Every 5 years we're evolving.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that scares me about marriage sometimes. It's just like, okay, if you're evolving as a person, but then the other person is not evolving or not growing in themselves or not growing mentally, physically, spiritually, or anything.
That's scary.
And you're just kind of stuck.
That's
you know
scary.
What I mean?
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation, you know?
Now we're speaking 2 different languages altogether.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody has a vision, a direction for the marriage, for the family, where it's going, and the other person's like, I just want to stay home and do not live my life.
I just want to flow.
Yeah. Maybe 10 years ago they weren't like that. They were very passionate.
What?
But
she
now
just
they're
wants
like,
to flow.
Yeah, just want to flow.
Free.
Do nothing.
What do they call those people? Free thinker or something?
You want the free thing?
Free think.
Where we have bills, you want the free thing?
What's your opinion on the girls with soft life though? The girls that I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay at home.
It's unrealistic. It's childish.
Yeah, no, he's right, bro. He's right. When I hear girls say that,
I'm like, when I get married, I just want to quit my job.
Okay. Let's talk.
Let somebody go. I was going to say some more words.
Okay, let's talk about the realities of life, right?
Yeah.
Right. So everyone is getting paid 100K a year, but the median pay is what, 35?
Right. There you go. There you go.
So a majority of the people exist in that range, right? Okay, but every girl or majority of these girls online all want soft life. Where? How?
Where?
Is this soft life light?
You can dream.
Is this soft life plus 20 hours a week? Like, which kind of soft life are you talking about here? Like, let's be realistic.
But I think that's just women that's just them. That's just how they are. That's how they make up.
I think
they want to be
depends.
taken care of.
But taking care of doesn't necessarily mean just financial all the time.
Snow. Your wife wants to be taken care of. Your wife is not a soft life babe. There's a difference.
Yeah, but
there's a difference to that line of thinking.
If she didn't have to work,
She wouldn't work.
If my missus didn't have to work, I wouldn't want her to work.
If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't work.
Wait, if she didn't, wait. What am I trying to say? Let me gather my thoughts. Sorry, boys.
If my missus wanted to take care of man, take care of man.
No, I hear it.
What?
I hear
Take
it.
care
You
of
would have
man.
soft life too.
If
So if she was making like $1 million a year, you'd be like,
So,
sit down.
look,
What would you like for breakfast?
But then don't start rubbishing me in the house now. Don't start saying, hey, boy.
No, but like, what's the option here? Oh, let's rock the way we currently work, or she has an opportunity to make a couple million that would also put me out of office.
Maybe for
No,
just a few years.
let's struggle, babe.
I get that.
Don't be stupid.
Make that million, bro.
Stupid.
Don't be
No,
stupid.
but what I was gonna say, if I had the capabilities to like take care of her and she didn't need to work, I'll gladly. I'm sure every guy would gladly do it.
1,000%. We're not saying that. We're not saying that.
But when I have issues, what's your mentality like?
So here's and here's what soft life is, right? If she has to work for the family and you have to work for the family, she's completely okay with it. Soft life is, I don't want to do that shit, period. Okay. You struggle.
While I'm still struggling. And you want me to...
Okay. Do you get me?
Okay.
She wants to be taken care of, but she's not a soft life babe. There's a difference between them.
And I hear your perspective, but I also heard the base perspective as well. I just do.
No, the reason I don't.
I just do. I don't know why, but I do.
I feel recently, I've been hearing girls say, I deserve it. No, you don't. No, I've
The
heard
only
it.
thing you deserve.
I've heard it recently.
The only thing is the death of Jesus Christ on the cross. After that, you work for everything else. Please.
I don't
I've been
deserve
hearing
it.
it recently. I've been like,
Why don't they deserve it?
okay, so maybe it comes from male thinking. You have to do something to deserve something. Does that make sense?
Would it? It's not sitting right with me because I'm just like, to deserve what? Do you get what I mean? Being taken care of physically, mentally, in what way?
Okay.
To deserve what? Because we're all deserving of love.
Are we?
Yeah, that's why we have God's love. But some people choose to accept it or reject it. So it's on you because you don't accept God's love. Now you're seeking love from elsewhere. So go and accept God's love.
No. Should you? Do you deserve to be loved, respected, in every aspect? 100%. Everybody deserves that basic level of respect, especially from your spouse.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But when I'm earning 35,000 euros a year, and you are earning 25,000 a year, and you're saying I deserve to be sitting down in my house, it's like for me it's like you can say that I would love to. That's an ideal. Of course, everybody would love to.
I get you. It's the mindset.
It's a mindset. It's like, bro, like we're in 2024 Ireland housing crisis.
So it's 45,000 in Ireland.
Okay, so I'm earning 45,000 euro a year. You're earning 35,000 a year. Let's work together, please. Because to even pay for our rent, we are struggling. To at this stage, let's not talk about deserving.
Let's talk about surviving.
It's a. Well, I think if the mindset of I deserve this, you will not be content. You'll just be like, why is my husband not making this money? Why is he not doing this thing? Like, broski, he's trying his best. I think. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear you. I said you don't deserve it. No, sorry.
I think it's complicated because there'll be a lot of marriages and there's a lot of different things you have to kind of think, especially if you're getting married, and then you have kids and all the other bills coming up. So some people may want to just be at home.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay $2,000 a month for childcare and all this kind of things like that.
You know that childcare thing, yeah?
It's crazy. Scam.
Bro,
Scam.
the kid can take care of himself, no?
I hear it, bro.
We
I
had
hear
to do
it.
that.
Yeah, we did.
We took it 8 years old by ourselves.
I was asking somebody about
Childcare.
or what age would you leave your kids at home? And the other girls were like, you dare not leave them at home under the age of 16. I was like, what we together?
No, I think it was even something like 15 or something
Wow.
you can stay at home by yourself by like 12 to 18.
Yeah.
We just don't say it at anybody.
don't say
Don't tell the teacher.
It's 6.
Yeah,
7 or 8 years old.
David, the door, when the door rings, don't answer the
Don't
door.
answer it.
Watch TV. Just stay in the sitting room.
I remember
Here's yogurt and chocolate.
I remember when we were in Mane, we used to like, I think I was youngest, so my sister must have been probably like 10 or something, 10 or 9 or something like that. We used to stay home together because my mom used to work the overnight shift, so we used to stay home together and we used to have fun.
Yeah, good fun.
Oh,
We used to have fun. So I don't understand. Well, I did break the glass table once, but
But that happens, you're a kid.
it happens.
Exactly.
It happens.
But, okay,
I remember one time I did it. My mom used to do the same mistake as well, and I remember I told the teacher. I got a beat. Never again.
you told the teacher you're staying at home.
Social services.
Neglect.
That's exactly what they're
But
calling it.
then, do you think the government has the right to take your kid off you?
Yes.
If
Depending on
you
if
neglect,
you're
circumstances.
abusing the
Certain,
area.
so yeah.
Abuse.
line.
Abuse.
Because think about some parents that like drug addicts.
Drug addicts, yeah.
And they
But
literally
something like leaving your kids at home. I've heard that the government has taken kids off them because of that kind of thing.
yeah, it's neglect.
It's neglect.
But the kid was all right though.
But it still is
I
neglect.
know.
The kid shouldn't be able to. It depends, like, and it's culture as well.
The
kid was alright though.
Our culture, leave them at home,
Fine.
but
Government
some other
has too
cultures
much
is not
power,
good.
man.
Yeah.
You're not come to take my kids. I left him at home because I assessed the kid. I said, okay, this kid is he's reasonable enough to stay at home. Like you assess your kids.
Okay, but then if this is go back to what we were talking about. If the woman is saying, I pushed out 4 kids, I've done all this, and she says, I deserve soft life. I actually hear it.
No,
I actually hear it.
No, you deserve soft life for like a year. Come on, man. What's going on?
Toddlers running around.
Come on, now. You pushed out 4 kids. Those 4 kids need to go to college, man.
Yeah,
2 max.
No, no, but like, okay, the idea of like the idea of deserving
Yes.
something.
Okay.
Because she lost out. She lost out on
Yes.
time and work.
You
She
just-
lost.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
needs time
Okay.
to.
I'm
That's
talking
potentially
to babes.
years.
Exactly.
That's
I'm talking to babes at 21 saying, I just deserve. What do you deserve? What have you?
Yeah, have you had a
What have you
child?
done?
What have you done?
Have you even had a child?
Have you buffed?
Have you graduated yet?
I do get it though with the 21-year-olds because it gives them a self-esteem.
Bro, get yourself a seat for Christ. What do you deserve? I deserve some
I have a
life, bro.
headache myself.
Oh, this is so gas. This is so funny.
Because I guess my issue is unrealistic expectations that people you actually become delusional with these type of things there, and you're like, and you get to marriage, and you wonder why do I have to put a bit of money down for the bills? Like why? And you're like,
No, but it's not even that. You're saying you deserve soft life, but you're talking amongst black boys in Dublin. Realistically, realistically,
Yeah, it's all right.
Which guy is gonna like?
Give me soft life.
I'm sure there's a few out
it's
there,
all right,
but
it's all right.
realistically, the pool is
Yeah.
it's not even a pool anymore.
Yeah.
It's you put the plug in the sink and you fill it with water. That's the pool. That's the pool.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, come on.
yeah, it's not
Be
realistic.
realistic
isn't
to
it?
yourself,
If we
man.
went to LA, ATL,
London.
Even
London,
London.
you say yeah.
But yeah, in Dublin Island,
Soft
saying
life. You still working in JD. You want soft life. All it can give you soft insoles.
That was bad.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
What do you mean, bro?
Know your environment.
Man.
Okay, so the second issue. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WYHAPOD podcast. It's your boy KD.
King Grooves.
OE.
We got a special guest. State your name.
Mamobo, hi everyone.
Welcome.
Where are you from actually?
I'm from Wexford. From
Like,
Wexford.
where you
Nigeria.
really from?
I'm Nigerian. I'm Nigerian.
Really from is crazy.
What tribe?
I'm Urubo.
Okay. Makes sense.
So what is that tribe? Because
Bro, I can't even tell you.
You can't ask me.
What is that?
I'm lightheaded. Stop again, lightheaded, bro.
What is that tribe?
No. So I've heard. Listen, here's my problem. Yeah, not problem. I've heard like Nigeria has like
So many.
Yeah, so many different tribes. I've heard. I think recently I heard something like Ishin or something like that.
Yeah, there's Serki. There's loads.
What?
Yeah.
I'm actually Urubo and
He said Xerxes, bro. He did.
I said sexy.
It's Serki, I think it's called.
Serki.
Yeah.
Right. So I heard obviously all my life, all I heard was Yoruba, Igbo, and
man, I can't even tell you.
Benin, Delta,
yeah.
Hausa.
Those are Yoruba.
Wait, is Delta? Is that
Yoruba,
not
Igbo,
a
and
state?
Hausa was like the main things I heard. Then I heard like Benin, Edo, Delta. That's what I heard like those like later on in life.
Yeah.
Now recently I've been hearing Xerxes. I've been hearing.
There's Calabar as well.
Yeah.
All these different ones. And so I've heard Urubo as well.
Urubo and Isoko as well.
Abisoko.
Amapia.
Isoko.
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 Like Akwa is Yoruba.
You see?
You didn't know that?
So you
See now?
see?
I thought it was Yoruba.
What part of Nigeria is like north, south?
Delta states.
Oh, Delta.
Yeah.
I
So
just
what
said
language do you
Delta.
speak?
Isoko and Urubo.
That's the
Yeah,
language.
that's the language.
Yeah.
My dad is Isoko, my mom's Urubo. But I grew up with my mom.
Okay. Please, I'm uneducated.
I'm uneducated too.
Okay.
So I've been here since I was three.
Could you speak the language?
Nope.
You
So
can
my
understand
mom
it
grew
though.
up in Lagos, so she speaks Yoruba like fluent. So she barely speaks Yoruba like well. So
Okay.
it's my great grandmother that speaks Yoruba like completely fluently.
Okay.
It kind of it hurts me so
sad.
much.
It's sad.
It hurts me so much.
It's really
And
sad.
she doesn't speak English either, so it
fades
just
out.
fades out. And then I'm here, and
Even
speaking
with
a colonizer's language, and I'm just like, oh my
Colonizer's
God.
even with like other dialects, it could fade out.
Yeah.
Especially us living in this country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could fade out.
No, like our kids may not speak our native tongue.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I have to
It's
give to
very
these
highly
kids?
likely
You
that.
know so bad, like
Even we can barely speak it as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sad.
Do you know what
That's
though?
so
I think like it's not that hard to actually get back on track in terms of like taking Yoruba classes, just actually learn how to
But
speak
it's
the
not the
language.
same though. You get like a edited version of what it actually is rather
I
than
wish-
living in the
Yeah,
country.
if I was in
Yeah,
Nigeria, I'd be an area boy, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're already a Yoruba boy right now.
Yeah, I just love that idea, bro.
So I love that idea.
Yo, Nama. I'm from Bushi. But okay, so that's so you're Urobo
Yeah. And the soccer and
and the Soko.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Sorry, the second conversation I wanted to bring up was obviously has been talked about on the TL and the Goody did a live. I don't know if you watched the last Goody's his first episode. He was talking about John was talking about church being a trend. People attending church being a trend.
Yeah.
And I think that that statement holds truth, but I think with the manner in which it says matters.
Okay. Why does it hold true?
Because it's like, for example, if you wanted to go to, say you saw everybody go to, say you usually go to church online.
Yeah.
Because your church has closed down or whatever it is, but then you saw everybody go to, all your friends go to church in the cinema. Like all the people that you rate and all the people that you're sort of in the industry with, they all go to church in the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
You would be more inclined to go there, and then you might just, you could be more inclined to go there, and then you might just go because everyone's kind of going. So people go to church being a trend isn't. It can be true. There's possibility to it. I also think there's just influential people in church right now. I think that's just what it is.
That's I was gonna be like, you could be influenced to go.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that equates to it being a trend.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I meant trend as in.
Isn't a win a win?
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
That's a win is a win.
I'm like, I got you in the building somehow.
Yeah. but look, that's what I mean. Even if you called it a trend, for example, yeah. If you called it, say we called it a trend,
Yeah.
whether we argue about the semantics of it, if you call it a trend, people are in church, and call it a trend is whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But if it's the way you call it a trend that rubs me off the wrong way. If you say like, oh, everyone's just going to church now because like everyone's just going to church. It's like, why are you saying it like that?
That's right.
Rather like,
It's diminishing.
I'm seeing everyone's going to the church. I'm seeing everyone's going to church now. That's a different tone. Yeah.
And it almost sounds like everyone's going to church just for bands. Like church is just somewhere to go just because like everyone's doing it. Like you're not getting any substance from it. Which is not kind of true.
That's not true at all. I also think that for example, I know people go to, like, for example, I do OC. When people come to OC, I'm not delusional to think that some man have not come to check out some girl, and some girl have not come to check out some man. I'm not delusional to think that that's the case.
Yeah.
But you're in the church, and in that 90 minutes that you can't be talking to each other, you have to listen to what's going on. Mm-hmm. The Holy Spirit can grab you there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, but you might leave not looking for a man, but looking for Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're in the building.
You're in the building. A win is a win.
Literally.
So I'm like, wait, so why can't somebody come and want to even find a wife in the church? I know you shouldn't come to church.
That should be your sole reason,
but that's the best place to find them. Why not? You know what I mean? So because I think the reason he said it is because he knows people are going to church, but they're not, like, their life hasn't necessarily changed.
Yeah.
It's like,
but what I would say is that
to be the person and God having that relationship. And it could take 2 months, it could take 5 years. Yeah. At least they're going, at least they're there.
It's a journey.
It's
a marathon.
Yeah.
You're in the right place.
That's the most important thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my thing is, it's the framing that I don't like. It's making it seem as though, like, they're just going to, it's just a trend, you know, and they might stop. Like, it implies that, like, this is just happening for a while, it'll die down. It's like
people are genuinely having encounters with God.
And I think, like, for me, I haven't listened to it as well. It sounds like it's trying to hold on to something and not trying to be open for the newcomers or new people to come and know.
Yeah, potentially.
Or some people want to have a space for themselves, and when new people come in or when they're trying to expand to others, it's like, oh, they're just doing it for a trend. And
you know, like, the church has changed drastically. Like, it has. Over, say for example, I stopped going to church at age 15. I'd be really surprised to go to church today and figure out what they're teaching and preaching now. It's very different.
That's true.
It's different.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We grew up very legalistic. We grew up like, you can't, women, turtleneck, when you're doing this, everything, headscarf. You know, that's what we grew up saying. Now we grow up saying, you hear, Jesus loves you. And you're like, what?
And what's all this about?
Where did he love us? When did he love us? Yeah. Bro, why did I go to one church recently and there's like a whole presentation on mental health? I'm thinking,
what? Therapy?
Brilliant.
Amazing.
But like, I some of the aunties.
I don't have to wear a suit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Some of the aunties were like watching the woman, this girl, she's like our age, but younger than us. And she's just presented, like, she's a mental health nurse. Yeah. And some of the aunties are just watching, and some of the uncles are like, oh, like, this is... I'm watching this, like, this is a breath of fresh air, because you wouldn't think that there was a space for this in a church setting.
And it wouldn't have been so 10 years ago.
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing with that mentality as well.
Yeah.
Right?
It's very old.
Because the issue is, okay, this trend that people are just going to church because it's a trend is causing more people to go into church space, people that are younger, people that have fresh ideas, fresher perspectives, to even influence the environment that they're in.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because, bro, it took a 23-year-old potentially to go and present to people that are twice her age to give them information that they didn't have.
Yeah.
It's a trend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so many things could come from this trend.
And I remember saying Smile, like, my brother is in church on the weekend, every weekend. He's at OC every Tuesday. He brings all the boys every Tuesday. They're not, like, you know these people that come to church because everyone's coming, and then they come down 1 or 2 weeks and then they fade off, they don't go away. I'm talking about there's people that you don't expect to be in church are there every week.
Yeah.
that's not a trend anymore.
Yeah.
They're finding something though.
Yeah.
There's something that they found inside that place. I mean, someone said on the live, right? Goody said like, "Oh, I'm in church every Sunday," and someone said, the girls must be fine there. But yeah, there's something to find in there, anyways. But yeah.
So I heard about you for the first time. I think it was the first Black and Irish Awards, and I was like, "Who is she? What does she do?" And then I heard about Gore Media and everything that you do. Do you want to kind of talk us through that?
Yeah. So I do a lot of things. I'm a speaker. I'm actually a social and cultural psychologist, and I started so lots of people don't know what that is. Everyone thinks
Social and what?
And cultural psychologist.
Okay,
So basically, social psychology and cultural psychology is basically the study of behavior, but in groups, and basically the study of behavior and cultures. So when you think of people saying, "Oh, you're a therapist," I'm like, no, I don't do therapy. I can't help you there. But like when you say, "Okay, somebody's going to church to find something," they're finding God, but they're also finding community. So that's where cultural psychologists come in to be like, okay, what is the group dynamics going on for that person to find community? So that's basically what cultural psychology do. But I started an organization named GERM, and it's a social enterprise, and our whole mission is around bringing people of different backgrounds and different communities together through media and education. So it's going strong. We started 4 years ago, and it's just starting to pick up speed now.
I saw one of your, I think some videos. I commented on it. I don't know which one it was specifically. I thought it was quite funny as well. I thought you had.
I've seen a few of your videos.
I think I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Okay, 4 years. What's one thing would you, if someone was to ask you like, what have you done that you're super proud of? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Oh, I'm such a gushy person. I've built a really great team.
That's great.
To be honest, I don't think, because I literally was doing my PhD program and I just started a community project, and then it just started to like really snowball, and then people were starting to get more out of it. People were starting to fund us. People wanted to contract us, and then I was like, okay, I was just coming to the phase where I was like, oh my God, I can't do this all by myself. I was coming out of because I was feeling a bit hesitant by saying soft life, because I was like, I'm trying to enter my soft life era because I was one of those really independent, I'll do it all myself girls. But now I'm just like relying on people, relying on my team, relying on our partners. So I think one of the things that I'm really most proud of is just like the people and the community that we're cultivating, the team that we have. Like we're a team of almost 5 full-time now. So it's just really picking up steam and trying to get
stop there for a second.
Team of 5 full-time.
5 full-time.
Yeah.
That's
That's amazing. What's the biggest sort of difficulty in leading people and like sort of being responsible for their full-time lives? Like,
oh my God. It's a different level of anxiety that you have, because you're actually leading someone or responsible for someone's eating and rent. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's me trying to take care of myself, and I have my own therapist and everything, and trying to have my own relationship with myself and reflecting, because it will literally take a toll on you in terms of trying to be there for people. But you just have to remember that like at the end of the day, it's just someone's job. And if things are turbulent and things, you constantly have to be communicating with that as a leader. And remember that people are not, especially because we're a social enterprise, the guys, they're not just there for the job. They're there to create a social impact. So really communicating the social impact of what we're doing, creating the purpose. And we're even interviewing for a new job recently. And I asked, we're just about to close it, but it was a content producer, somebody doing behind the scenes of all this.
That's something I can do. If you like, that's it.
Do you need a product designer?
Maybe in the future. Call us.
I'll say in my portfolio. Thank you.
Let's get 150.
But it is that literally just, and then trying to motivate them, keep them to the mission, keep them to the cause, because at the end of the day, it's just money. But if they're stressed out, their mental health is not going good, you kind of have to be there for them as a leader and direct them to
almost like a parent.
Almost like a parent. You're not their parents, but you're just
in a sense.
They're the boss. But almost
and
like a parent.
Would you have like an office?
Yeah, we have an office in Tala.
What?
In Tala.
Remote, hybrid.
Yeah, so our team is completely remote. So we have members in Limerick. My operations officer, she actually lives in Spain, so she's here. She started with me 4 years ago, but she was like, go back home.
Okay.
And then she works completely remote. And then we have another person in Dublin, But we have an office in Tala, and that office we want to use it for like content, a space for some of our community members to use
amazing.
for studio and things like that. So
I think
class.
I think you're showing. I guess your organization displays the benefits of remote work. You get me? People can kind of live their lives, do what they need to do, kind of be where they need to be.
That work-life balance.
Exactly. Like for you to say that someone moved back to Spain, it's like that's amazing.
But on the opposite side of it, like when your team is completely remote, and like my team like mine, they're completely passionate about what we do. I see them, some of them, 10 p.m. online doing. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop working! Stop working! Or even for myself as well, I'll be online. So if you have an office, it's like, okay, we go home and it just stops. But when you have a remote team, it's just you really have to have clear boundaries.
I actually want a job like that where I want to work after hours. That's when you know you're enjoying your job.
Passion.
You're enjoying your job.
So okay, so what is your message?
Yeah, the message in terms of...
So you say you're a social enterprise and people are part of the cause as well as obviously a job. Do you get me? So what is the message that they're part of?
So our whole thing is around unifying across differences through narrative change. So you're part of the whole movement of migrants in Ireland and things like that. And because now we're seeing an era of people just like, the riots on the streets and all these kind of things like that. And based on my own research as well in my PhD, it was a culmination of years and years and years of just division in Ireland. And now we're seeing the manifestation of all that. So what we're trying to do is like, okay, through all the differences that we have, the cultural differences, the group-based, the religious differences, the identities and everything like that, how can we actually come together in unity in a space where we can find everyone belongs? So we want to do that through narrative change, meaning we want to create content, we want to create films. Stories are the best way for communities to actually come together across their differences. Let's find something in common like food, dance, music, films, and come together across those differences. So we do that by supporting like communities on the ground. So we have like workshops. We have a program called the WYHAPOD program, and we have workshops, it has events and things like that support young people 18 to 30 to make content, make stories. And we have another program that does that, and they're actually having a workshop today, and we brought in one of the producers from, have you heard of The Handmaid's Tale?
Yes.
One of their producers that show, she's teaching them, okay, you have a content documentary idea, this is how you can make it. So we want to start having people from our communities to start telling those stories so we can build and change that narrative. And we also work with like companies and stuff to do workshops and programs and stuff like that.
Sounds so cool.
It's a lot.
It's really cool. There's a lot of moving parts. So second thing, right? So I feel like when you started initially, you were an octopus, hands in every pot.
Everything.
You had to do everything yourself, right? Now, obviously, now that you have full-time staff, you need to transition your role to kind of a bigger picture. Like, how do I potentially get more money in to keep these guys floating? What was that transition like? Because there's a lot of letting go.
Oh my God, kicking and screaming. Oh my God, it was literally me trying to hold on to control. Like I said, I'm entering my soft girl era and just letting things be. One of my favorites, do you know the song by JP is it Martin or Martin? Morgan?
Morton.
No, Morton.
Yeah.
Let Go and Let God.
Yeah.
You never heard that? That's one of my favorite songs ever. And it was just trying to just say, hey, you have to start letting go.
Yeah.
You need to start trusting your team to do this thing.
About that today,
Obviously, you need to start having, whatchamacallit. My thing is just deadlines.
Whatchamacallit, I like that one.
Deadlines. As long as the thing is done by the deadline, and because our team is remote, we trust each other. I'm like, I don't care when you work. As long as it's done by the deadlines, don't overextend yourself.
I would love to work for you, man.
Honestly, let us
As
know
long
what
as
the
it's done by
story
the
is.
I would
deadline,
love to work for you, man.
let it be done. And so it's just really letting go. And I have a lot of great mentors and just really advisors and sponsors that they really teach. Like some of my advisors and mentors, they're leading like companies of like 1,000, 2,000 people. Yeah. And I just ask them like, how do you do this? And it's just like, you just need to delegate and trust your people and let go. And then for me now, I'm just focusing a lot more on business strategy, all that kind of high level things.
I'm going to refer to you as boss. Future employer.
This guy's a girl.
Being a woman in that space, is that a difficult thing? Leading at that capacity, do you find it sort of difficult or?
I think one of the beautiful things, I don't want to say it's general because there are some women that are bitches, but like,
that's real. That's real.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's real.
But one thing that I just love about being a woman leader is that like, there's a lot of empathy and grace that I give people a lot of times, and it doesn't really matter. A lot of people can have empathy and grace, but women tend to be nurturing and caring and things like that. And because I do have a background in psychology, it's easier for me to just kind of connect with people and connect with my team and connect with partners. And especially a lot of people ask me like, oh my God, how does it feel to be like black woman in business and things like that? Obviously, I'm usually the only black woman there, and I'm 5'10", I'm big, I have a big afro, so I stand out. But a lot of people think that, oh my God, you're gonna use that as like a tool to make you feel like, oh, you're gonna be bias and racism and stuff. I'm like, no, I stand out, so you guys are going to remember me. So when I'm coming back to you to pitch something or get a contract or something like that, you'll know who I am.
That's an amazing mindset.
I don't necessarily see it as something bad. I see it as like, I'm using how I look and how I act and things like that to get me into that room, get me into that space, and then like I'm always like, who's the person with the most power in this room? And where can I talk to them and try to meet them? Because I think that's a skill that just our community don't even have in terms of just trying to network, pitch yourself, put yourself forward, you know?
You're so right. You're so right. I like, even when I think about leadership, and it's a whole game. Leadership in itself is a whole, like, most of my leaders, most of the guys that lead in my team are women, and I feel like there's something about leadership that's about connection with the people that you're leading, and I think guys are more logistical. Like, hey, listen, this has to be done. Let's get it done.
That's needed.
Yeah, so there's this balance in life in general. There's like, you have to have that, let's get this done. And then there's the other side of, let's connect with the guys to get more out of them. Yeah, because you don't want people working for you. You want people working with you, like working on the business, working on the organization.
That's
like,
a very important distinction.
Yeah.
That's a very important distinction.
So like making those two sort of distinctions of like, hey, listen, deadlines have to be like, get it done.
Met.
Also be
hard deadlines.
And if you can't get it done, communicate.
Yeah. But then also that aspect of like,
that puts responsibility on the person.
And
you
then
need to be aware.
Yeah.
And then you need to communicate.
And you need to communicate. And if you can't get it done, communicate. And one thing that I feel like my team, especially, that they do even more is because of that trust that I have for them. Like, just let it go. If I'm always on their back, they're not going to do things. So it's just communicating and letting people.
Yeah. I always talk to my brother. He's working on a startup at the moment. And he's always like, not always, he would have one or two issues with his team, because he comes from a musical background where he was the MD, the music director, and he says,
Commander-in-Chief.
Yeah, have that ready, have it done. If you come to rehearsals and you don't have that practice, if you haven't practiced, go home. Yeah. Like, we're not taking it because it's high stakes, it's blah, blah, blah. And so he never had that other side of it. So in this, he's working with all sorts of people. And I'm like, bros, he's like, how do you, I currently, I'm leading a team of like 60 plus people. So how do you do it? Well, you have to have that side of you, but you must be able to have the other side of the sort of like the tenderness side of it. But with them, your whole idea is that I'm trusting you because you're good enough.
Exactly.
I think you could do it. Yeah, I think you're good enough. I'm not going to micromanage you. You can do it at 50%. Do it. Go for it. And as you said, the responsibility is that you would communicate to me if you can't do it on time, or you communicate to me your issues.
Exactly.
And then we can sort of work.
Support you,
we can support
make
that
it better.
way. But we like.
Ultimately, it's letting go.
It's letting go.
I trust in your capacity.
That's the only way you go up.
Yeah.
It's the only way you go up if you let go. Like, even right now, we're trying to expand in several ways at OC. So I've got to tell the leaders, this season, y'all have to empower other leaders.
Exactly. You
let the hands go. You let yourself go. And they will bring that to go, because they will actually be able to mobilize other, like, as you just do that. And then we just see that as we lift our hands, we go higher. Do you know what I mean?
It's just branches. branching down.
Yeah. So trusting is massive.
Trust people. I would say that especially when the person doesn't feel like, a lot of times it's literally just building people's confidence in themselves to move forward, because a lot of people, they know what they're doing. You are the visionary, you know what the vision is, but the pathway to that vision could be completely different. So letting people create that path with you, and you're just like, oh, we can change this, we can change that. That's literally it.
How do you deal with that? Like, how do you deal with that person in the organization that's like a thorn in the flesh?
What?
A thorn in the flesh.
What does that mean?
Oh, jeez.
Pain in the arse.
A pain in the arse.
Oh.
yeah.
So how do I deal with pains in the arse? In terms of who? People or the actual organization?
People. Because
people on your team
that are pain in the arse.
Oh, let them go.
So
because they're gonna taint the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So if they are not, it depends. There's two areas, right? So if they're struggling with the work, that's on you as the leader, and I've learned that the hard way. If they're struggling with the work,
always falls on the leader.
That's on you as a leader, because you haven't created an environment where they can flourish, or you didn't pick the right person for that particular role.
That's tough.
So you haven't created the environment, you haven't created the systems, you haven't created the thing that they could actually flourish, or they're not good for the role. Then if the person, then you say, okay, now you've built all of those things, you've built the metrics, you built the deadlines, and if they're still not doing it, you are not the person for this role.
Okay, so
but
cool.
Still taints the environment. Sorry,
now there's a difference between the both of you that I'm really interested in, right? Your guys work for you, for passion and for money, right? Your guys
passion
for passion, full stop, right? So obviously, I think for you, the path to letting go a thorn is easy.
Yeah,
yours is a lot more different.
It is.
So how have you dealt with it if you've had to, and how would you if you haven't?
I've found a new role for that person. So I've learned how to look at that person and say, right, you're clearly struggling with this. You have, so even there's an issue. This is not directly hitting what you're saying, but it will. There's somebody who found a problem with everything. Come to me about everything, about issue with everything.
Yeah.
And I said to that person, right, it's becoming a pain in the ass that you come to me with everything. How about you become
the problem finder?
Exactly.
I feel like you're our seer, right? So see problems, but don't just see it. Find a solution to that thing and then come to me.
Exactly.
So now I've made that person. I've repurposed that person.
Flipped it.
Now you come to me. Now you rarely come to me with problems. You now come to me with solutions. And I've changed the way. Well, it's that commission has changed the way you think about what you see. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you've changed the mindset. You've changed the mindset.
So if somebody's not working, like of course we'll have that whole like, hey, listen, like you're supposed to do this at a certain time, blah blah blah. And if it's not done, it's the conversation is for me. The conversation is, it's never really why. It's what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's going on with you? What's your motivations? Where do you see yourself in this organization? You figure that out, and then you sort of can now position them into something that they may be more passionate about, or just give them something
that's a better fit. Maybe
that's a better fit.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, that one doesn't work. Go home.
Please. Exactly.
Go home. But I've tried.
Yeah.
You can't say I haven't tried.
Yeah. So for you, it's clear. Like I'm not. Look.
We do try in terms of like sometimes people are just in a rut. And life is just happening. At the end of the day, this is work. Your personal and your mental health is the most important thing at the end of the day. So sometimes life is not happening. So we try to give people grace. Of course, we're a startup. We don't have a massive team that things can fall back on other people.
Yeah.
So we just try to figure it out. Yeah. But if it's the case where it's like we've made the system, we've made the process, everything is there, but you're just still falling short.
Yeah, that's
then bye-bye. Have a great life.
Because that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work if you're working in.
It wouldn't work if you're working
anywhere else.
Do you know what I mean? So, so why? And I also come with that approach. Like, why do you come to this with sort of that approach of?
Even if you're volunteering as well, why would you do that?
Don't come with that approach.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And especially if you're trying to build. I love the approach that you did. Like. In terms of coming to me with solutions, because that's actually building a leader rather than. Because a lot of people, when they don't have confidence in themselves, they literally just want to find someone else to make decisions for them. But if they come to you with just solutions, and you'll be like,
my favorite word is, what do you think? That's my favorite. So a leader will come to me and ask me, Dave, what do you think? And then what it does to them is they get to think about it.
Most likely they've already thought about it.
Yes.
Go for it.
They most likely.
They just
Push.
did that. Go for it. What do you think? And so because I can't be. If you take that burden as a leader, as a top leader, to make every decision, you're in trouble.
You can't.
Yeah,
I listened to a leadership podcast, and he says he only makes decisions on Thursdays. Now you must think about the magnitude of the organization is leading
and the weight of the decisions.
Exactly.
He says Thursdays is my day to do decisions. Every other day, don't ask me questions about this that I have to make decisions on. Don't come to me.
And the thing is, people don't actually understand. I read this somewhere. You actually have a cap in terms of the amount of decisions you make. Because you're always deciding.
Literally.
So you can wear yourself out and start making stupid decisions.
I feel that.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
I think I have a thing called decision fatigue.
Yeah.
I'm just like, anything small. If someone asks me, okay, do you want to go out? I'm like, I'm just show up. I'll be there. Tell me time of day, and I'll be there. I just can't. I'm making decisions all day. That's why I want to be soft life. When I'm in a relationship, I don't want to think. I just I'll be there.
I get it.
I hear.
Well, that makes sense, though. That makes sense.
That makes
sense. And you deserve it.
Exactly.
And you deserve it. And you deserve it.
Because
You have 5 employees.
You deserve it, man.
No, it makes sense. Your life is just like, here, okay, we have to do.
I just don't think. I don't want to. Let me just live.
I won't lie. So, what is it like? Yeah, you're married. Yeah, coming home after making all the decisions in the workplace, and coming home, like, do you want to just relax when you're home?
Of course, like your home is where
Peace.
You rewind and like everything in the world is in the world. You're at home, and obviously, but not when the season where decisions need to be made daily, so there's no time to relax.
But it's not exhausting though, the mind, bro.
Yeah, it is. But listen, life, like that saying, when life gives you man lemons, make lemonade. If you don't make the decisions, you're gonna be in trouble.
A decision you don't like will be made.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you fail to make a decision.
Like next year, I can't wait for next year, man. I feel like next year is just when marriage is gonna start. Because last year and a half was just wedding planning all through. But next year, like complete.
Because I would imagine that you want to come home after sort of a hectic day of doing everything similar to what you're saying. Like every day you're making decisions, and then to come home, just simply what to eat. It could be your breaking point.
Figuring out what to eat sometimes,
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean?
Oh, boy, that's it. Can be trivia.
Oh, I hate it.
And my little sister just got to college, right? Which is crazy. We're
getting old.
Yes, it's crazy. She's going to college, bro. I don't know what's going on, me.
Time doesn't wait for no man.
So she's going to college and she's like so excited about it. And I said to her, my biggest advice, whatever 3-4 years you could be in that college, enjoy every second bit of it. This is your last season of holidays or summer holidays where you have 3 months off.
Yeah.
But also read your book though.
Balance. But like enjoy, be present in that thing. Like when anybody asks you what are you doing right now, you can say college. If they ask us what are we doing right now, we have to give them answers.
Bro, no, just say life. I'm doing life.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, because you remember when we were in college, I'm a student. It's like
that's fine.
Don't ask any questions.
Yeah.
The second you finish being a student,
what are you doing in life?
I mean, someone come to you and say, "What's the plan?" It's like, God,
what plan?
Why are you asking?
I have 15 plans going at the same time. Which one?
Some might fail, some might succeed. I don't know.
So, guys. The worst season of my life was when I was working in Tesco. I'm not gonna lie to you. I finished college. I genuinely didn't know what I was gonna do. Genuinely, I didn't know what I was gonna do. And I would see old teachers. It's such a strange time.
Oh, cringe.
I was working at Tesco, F&F, black uniform.
Oh,
before I moved into the house home. So I wear the blue one later on. So I've seen teachers that see me progress in Tesco. Anyways, my religion teacher comes in, and she's like, "Oh, how are you? What are you doing?" And she was the first person to ask me, "What am I doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just finished college, but now I'm like." So I had to now think at that time, what is good to say? Oh, I'm just working because I'm saving up for masters. Did I have any plans for masters? No.
But that was the story.
That was that. Then I started seeing college students, my colleagues that were, they start coming in. Oh, what you do? What you do with yourself now? Yeah, lads, I'm just saving up a year for masters. What you gonna study? It's some business.
You didn't leave me, you should find the course.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, they're asking me, there's one time, this person asked me this time, she's coming like 2 weeks after, and I'm flipping. I was in a vulnerable position, guys. I was doing the beads on the bottom shelf. I was kneeling down. I was just taking it off the cart and throwing it in like this. I saw her, I looked up. It was almost like that thing, like she was looking at me like, still here?
And you know what's so mad, right? It's like, in those moments and those times, the true fight is actually in your mind.
It's in your mind, bro.
Because
they don't look at, they don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't care.
I promise you, she feels that she needs to talk to you. She wants to get her milk and go home.
Yeah, but then, bear in mind, my religion teacher at secondary school, my colleagues is in college have seen me. When I did my repeats, one of the lecturers there came to me and said, "Oh, Dave," and he was like football coach. So we were having a chat, like, "How are you?" Like that. And he goes, "Oh, great. So you just working, just get a bit of money?" He goes, Yeah. And he goes, "Brilliant. Don't want to see you here next year." That's what straight like that. I don't want to see you here next year.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah,
There's an encouragement in there somewhere.
But it's a bit judgmental though.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what to do next. I genuinely did not have a plan.
But then my thing is always like, especially at that age of like 21 to 25, why do we force people to have a plan? Until you're 30, you just do whatever you need to do.
I think I only got a plan last week.
Literally, your 20s are just for figuring things out.
You got a plan last week.
Literally.
I think so, bro. I think I just got the plan last week, bro. Like, we're still figuring it out.
Still figuring it out. Take your time. Then some people always ask me, they're like, "Oh my God, you have everything sorted out. Like, how do you, like, you're 27, you have a whole business." I'm like, I have, sometimes I feel I have the career of like a 35-year-old, the dating life of an 18-year-old. So like, we need to measure the way we measure success. So just take your time. Why do you always put it on that, you know?
People that are not in your life, that are looking in, probably see a lot of us as, "Oh my God, these guys are so successful, are so this." But you don't know when I go home at night and I can't sleep, I'm thinking about this, that, and the other.
Bro, you can't sleep. Bro, when you sleep, I wake up at 4 in the morning. And the first thought that drops in your mind, you're up for the rest of the night.
That's the thing. When you just see people like on social media, or just from afar, don't assume, bro.
Don't assume, bro.
And then even people that look like they're doing like well.
Yeah.
Don't assume, man.
Bro.
Like, we're fighting demons in the head.
Bro, remember that song I was telling you? I was waking up and the first thing was like vex. And God just, I woke up
like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I just like, I woke up every day like this. I woke up when I cried. And you asked me why you cried. I can tell you.
Oh my God.
Like those seasons are real for us, man. Real.
They're necessary.
Yeah, definitely. It's this pressure I think we have again, man.
Societal.
I was actually gonna ask, because you said like dating life of an 18-year-old, right? Do you feel like men are actually scared of dating somebody who is a boss?
Sometimes I feel like I have to like hyper feminize myself sometimes, even though I'm not super feminine. Do you get what I mean? Naturally. Yeah. But I think that's just because I work in the business world, so you have to be a bit hardy sometimes. So I feel like I have to, I'm trying to soften myself, but I don't think I should push pressure on myself to soften myself. So it's like, it is hard, but I think for me, I kind of went through a phase of just like, oh my God, I'm not pretty, so I have to be really smart. So I put my head in my books and everything like that. And now I'm coming out of him like, you're fucking gorgeous. Like, what are you doing? I was like, okay, you need to be. But that was after everybody has found husband and everything. So I'm just like, if
I done it 2 years
earlier, you know, I could have been going good. So yeah,
I do. Because I do think guys go for the soft babes a little bit. Like, I think maybe it's a shift now or maybe it's always been a thing, but I think guys either be intimidation if a girl is like, she's a boss, she has her own money, she does her own thing, she's like, she really has her own.
Don't take shit as well. When I see bullshit, I'm like, bye.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So guys see that, it's sometimes like, oh, geez. Maybe guys just,
Maybe guys are what?
No, I was going to say, because I was actually going to take it to the other extreme, right? Where I think some guys go for girls that they can manipulate.
Some guys do that.
I think both the opposite as well.
Oh, yeah?
Girls want to manipulate people as well. Girls do it in a different way.
Yeah.
That they manipulate men to make them think that they made the decision.
Yeah.
I've actually, wow. I've actually heard that being preached on the altar.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard that like the idea of, you know, you need to learn how to, you know, you feed your husband, you know, and you sleep with him. And then
that kind of manipulation, I don't mind it.
Manipulate me, bro. Manipulate me, bro. Manipulate me.
And then basically, and then you can whisper into the ear, the king.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Broski.
I mean, what's the decision you would like to make?
Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, if you want to manipulate me, and part of that manipulation tactic is that you sleep with me.
Manipulate me all you want. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
The thing is, though, I think those things, though, like, I feel like it's not a bad thing in a sense if, like, you and your woman are aligned. And if the decision she's going to manipulate you to make is ultimately maybe something you were going to get to eventually.
Obviously, it won't be something deep. Like, it won't be.
It won't be Samson. It won't be like Samson Delilah.
It's because you married the right woman.
Like what could?
I'm not sure.
Like Tommy.
She wants to stop working, for example.
Hey, that's big. Let's sit down. Let's sit down and talk about it.
If you want a perfume, manipulate me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see, your girl,
I was gonna do it anyways.
New bag. She wants a new bag, whatever it is. But you weren't yet planning to get that bag.
What if the bag is a Birkin?
Obviously, if you want a Birkin, you know that I can afford a Birkin.
Bro, yeah. No. Let my wife come and tell me now that she wants a Birkin. I'll say, yeah. Do like so she wants to manipulate me, and I will say yes. But the means of which to get that thing, you will not be able to see it. So means I'm manipulating you. Yeah, no, but I think guys probably want quiet girls because
they feel like
they assume that they can dominate that.
But the thing is, people think that I'm very dominant just because of the career that I have.
Of course,
but when you get to know me, I'm actually just awkward. Yeah. I feel like I'm an awkward 15-year-old the whole time. So it's just about getting to know the person deeper. Are
the streets rough right now?
Streets are rough. Yeah. And the thing is, people say, so me identify as bisexual. People say that there's more options for us. It's not. I'm by myself.
It's more difficult to find girls and guys.
It's more,
but your pool should be more, no?
But there's nothing. Especially you were talking earlier in Ireland. There's nothing. It's just nothing. I want to go to the UK, somewhere else.
Would you find there's like other bisexual women out there?
Yeah, but I don't. Just the kind of person I want has to be a certain level of themselves. But I think our age category doesn't really have that yet for me, so I'm still trying to find someone at my own level, professionally, mentally, and then you don't really find a lot of 27-year-olds, up to 30-year-olds that is just that level. You know?
I got that.
For me, it doesn't really have anything to do with gender. It's just like, who are you as a person? Are you at that level you want to be?
So it's like them attaining a higher self in a sense.
A version of. And I'm at the stage of my life that I don't want to lead. I want to just follow someone.
Yeah. So I need to
lead it for a while.
I've been leading for a while. I just want to follow. So if you have direction, and
and
vision,
you can make good decisions.
I'm a soft life.
I hear that. Now, not side notes, but what role does faith kind of play in your life and maybe your business?
For me, so my mom's an RCCG pastor. So she pastors a church in...
what?
She's an RCCG.
In Ireland.
In Ireland.
So when does she know you're bisexual?
She does, and she doesn't agree with it. And it's a long thing.
You say she doesn't tolerate it?
She tolerates it.
Okay.
But she doesn't agree.
Okay.
So when you obviously, if you want to speak about
I kind of.
when you obviously told her, it was like there was uproar.
It was an uproar actually. My mom is quite, and it's something that I was quite scared of because I've heard a lot of other Nigerians, who are LGBT as well, that they just parents kicked them out and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I was just scared. So I waited until I was like 23, 24.
Okay.
And I texted her and she was like, why are you telling me this stuff? It's like, because of my religion and my faith, I don't agree with it, but I would always still, my daughter first and foremost, and I always still love you as such.
Oh, wow.
So my mom, at the end of the back of her head, she's like, I'm going to marry a man, I don't care. But she's
So
very loving and very...
I'm curious, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious because that's like, it's very intriguing and interesting. If you end up marrying a man, which is possible, right?
Probably more likely at this
Right,
stage.
right.
It's the majority.
So if you do that, right? So for example, when I get married, if I'm attracted to anybody, it would always be women. You would that change at that stage? Does that make sense?
It doesn't.
So
you're attracted to everybody, but you just chose this person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. Like when people say like sexuality it's not a choice who you're attracted to.
Right.
But it's a choice who you actually
Decide
commit
to be
to.
with,
Commit to.
Yeah. So I have a privilege in the sense that I can commit to a man.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm attracted to only men.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear you. It's very interesting.
It's very interesting.
So what role does faith play in your life?
In my life,
business maybe?
I think it has had a really, of recent, when I was saying in terms of just letting go and letting God, to be honest.
Yeah.
It has had a recent toll in terms of just everything really coming into fruition now. At the start, when I wanted to take control of literally everything, and I was just acting out of fear and acting out of spite, and sometimes I'll hear the little Holy Spirit telling me, what are you doing? Everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine. But then I'm like, no, look at it. So, but as we've been growing and I've been starting to just let go and just walk in faith, to be honest, because and especially because like we were talking earlier about like people's livelihood, contracts, money involved, even lawyers and legal people involved, people threatened to sue and stuff like that. You will just have this anxiety that can kind of eat you up, and sometimes I'll be staying up until 3 in the morning thinking and having anxiety. And then there was one point where it was either God or the Holy Spirit just telling me like, you have this. I have this. It's gonna be fine. You know. You just need to trust me, and everything's gonna just. So over the past 6 months to a year, and even like for me, my own faith journey is something that's very personal to myself, because of probably even the whole sexuality thing and because of everything. I really struggled with it, to be honest. Right now I'm checking for a church, so if you guys know any churches that I can go to, because I'm very new to Dublin, but I really struggled with it and just trusting God alone, with the whole like struggle that I had, you know what I mean? So it just probably in the past year or two, it's just been like, just focus on me, not what everybody thinks that you should be thinking of, what everybody thinks that I am. You are focused on me and me alone, and then everything will turn out. So I'm just letting, even my relationships with my friends and stuff, they can see that I feel lighter these days. I just feel like everything is just working out, and from that, everything has been happening. Like my friend, my best friend, she's also on my team. She's not religious at all. But then I'll just say like, I'm praying this thing's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm manifesting, and it just happens. She's starting to feel like, oh wow, these things are just, because we're just letting go and letting God just do what He needs to do in the business, in my life, in my relationships. And I'm just living my soft life. That's amazing. That's literally it. So that's how it is for me these days.
I love that. Yeah, it's like growing up, obviously, right? That the whole, when we talk about faith, right? We'll talk about like our belief in God. It came looking a certain way. It came like, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously you would have struggled with whatever you're feeling, and then
I used to think God hated me.
Yeah, this is a contrast with like
my upbringing,
my faith. God hates me, right? And it's like it's this. So where I would stand would be slightly different from where you stand in terms of I would be of the opinion that attraction isn't the sin. I don't think that's the sin, personally. I don't think the attraction is a sin. Where I stand, which will probably be different from you, would be that the way we act out on the sin would be, so the way we act out on the attraction would be where the sin lies. Yeah. Whether it's premarital, whether it's, whatever the way that expresses itself, I feel like it's supposed to be in the confines of marriage. Blah, blah. So that's what I came to realize, but prior to that, if I had a attraction that wasn't the godly or sort of the way I was raised up, understanding, I would also be sort of really confused whether God loves me, accepts me, wants to have anything to do with me as well, which is all still true. He does want to have everything to do with you. He does still love you and all that type of things there. But I find it very interesting, and thank you so much for sharing that as well. It's quite interesting.
It's a different perspective.
It's a different perspective, and that's our whole thing. Like in the organization that we're trying to build, it's like it's not telling people that it's not. You have different belief systems.
Yes.
And that different belief system doesn't negate from your humanity, and doesn't negate from you trying to live a life that is worthy of human dignity and respect. There are people that have different religions. There are people that have different sexualities, different identities, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're all humans that are worthy of human dignity and respect.
Most important thing.
So it's what we're just trying to build, and it's something that continuously needs to happen these days, because everybody's trying to impose their beliefs on everybody else. But at the end of the day, like, especially if we're talking about God, your relationship with God is yours, my relationship with God is mine. Exactly. It's not a race, guys.
and the important thing remains that He loves us.
Exactly.
Like, that's the fundamentals, you know what I mean? But that's such a great conversation, man.
This is a great chat, boys. Yeah,
great chat. Really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Where's your head at?
I need to go and wash the toilet.
Wash. It's soft life here.
It's not working out.
Living hard life.
Hard life.
I might need to go gym, but I don't know how possible that is today.
I will forget.
But that's where my head's at. Where's your head up, pal?
For me, I'm a tennis tees, bro. Hello. Love the chat with you today.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing as well. Fantastic, inspiring. So keep it up, please, and we hope that that your employee base grows and we can get employed.
If you guys need help with anything as well, like we have equipment, we have anything, just give me a shout, and you guys can lend out equipment, use anything you need. That we have just like a shelf just full of equipment. And I only use it once a week, and some of our community guys come and take what they need to use what they need.
I'm part of the community.
Let us know, and then we can definitely support.
See. So where's your head at? So we're still in love.
Oh, we're still in. Sorry. Don't worry over.
Same with you, man. What you do is great. You have 5 you know what it means to have like 5 employees under you.
Full time.
You're responsible for their livelihood.
Serious.
It's not a joke, because I'm applying for jobs now, and I'm seeing a few startups with like 1 to 10 people in there, 10 to 20, 10 to 50, 10 to 100. Like from the 5, you can just keep going and going and going and going and going. And you say you have mentors that like they lead 2,000 people.
Exactly.
And what is that where you want to get to one day?
People always say Apple started with 2 employees. So, like, for me, I don't know if we want it, because that comes with more stress, more anxiety.
Yeah.
So, I guess your capacity will also grow.
The capacity will grow, but the goal, like I always say, I'm delusional.
Your pocket too will grow.
Amen. But the goal, like I always say, I'm delusional. The goal is to unify the world. So as we grow, we have more people, we get more involved, we have more clients. If you want to work with us, definitely come talk to me. But the goal is to grow our business, to grow our community, to grow our partners, to grow our impact as well as a social enterprise. So it's just trying to really engage with people on a deeper level and really spread the message and spread the understanding and learning. So that's what we're trying to do.
Cold. Mamobo with the balls.
Yeah.
Where's your head at?
Me?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
feeling very light, very open. I love deep conversations.
Yeah,
So it's nice. It's nice to have the conversation.
Amazing. All right, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow Mamobo on everything. Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me personally, Mamobo96 on most social media, and then my organization at Gorm Media. And find us everywhere.
G-O-R-M.
Yeah, G-O-R-M.
Gorm, that's Irish, isn't it?
Yeah, Gorm for blue. So we actually, the whole premise of it was like people of color blue. Gorm. Yeah, so Gorm Media. So we want to be that house.
There's depth in your business.
I love
Exactly.
it, man. Yo, listen, I'm trying to get employed soon. Take it. Love. Bye.